that one purchase is equivalent to probably thousands of plays or whatever.
Man, what do you guys think about the new update?
I hate him. Wait, what new update?
Or new proposed feature, which is you will be more likely to appear in playlists and stuff if you take a smaller cut of revenue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Not implemented yet, but in the talks currently. Or if not planned already.
I don't like any part of that. I don't like any part of that because the end result is a race to the bottom on that. Because you're incentivizing the wrong thing. That's short-sighted.
And I've also been hearing I haven't heard from the man himself, but apparently Joe Rogan isn't too happy with his deal anymore either because of certain censorship type issues. So I wonder how this is going to pan out for, not only us, but Spotify and the whole industry in general, because they've kind of shaped, or streaming at least has kind of shaped, where things are at currently. And for people that aren't on Apple, I guess there's Deezer, and I don't want to shit on some of the smaller ones. Maybe I'm just not hip yet, but to me, it kind of seems like it's Spotify, Apple Music, and then Deezer is kind of that third party that has notable enough share.
Tidal feels fucking disrespected right now.
They should.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing where it's the conversation, at least from what I've been hearing so long, is how to promote to get traffic to Spotify, how to this for Spotify. It's always about growing the Spotify numbers, it seems. So if they go under because of these bad moves now, or artists stop fucking with them as much, I wonder what's going to happen. Is SoundCloud going to take the reins now? Are we going to actually clue in and go to Tidal where they're actually paying artists decently?
I'm thinking about going to Tidal. They pay better, that's the move. And they credit better. You can look at who engineered this record, and it's most likely going to be there on Tidal, and then you can click and see who else they engineered. I haven't been on there, but from all my people's on Tidal, they're oh yeah, dude, if you want to know who did what on a record, go to Tidal. Good to know. I like all that.
I like all that too.
And it's musician owned.
That's Spotify just has too much market share. It's 85% in if you're looking at people's play counts and stuff. Apple Music gets some because people happen to choose that instead of Spotify. The Spotify interface is still far superior. Yes, Spotify is not the best in terms of paying artists. Most streaming services taken as a whole are not that great, but at least Spotify has the user base and the algorithmic playlists that do democratize the experience in a way for people to be able to get their music heard by tens of thousands of people when they don't know a single person in the industry, right? So there is definitely. It's like when Facebook took over MySpace. If you were well, MySpace has this feature and therefore it should be better. It didn't matter because Facebook took over and then all the users were on it, right? So it's you kind of have to roll with the time. And I think Spotify is still a long way from screwing the pooch so hard that they lose all of their user base.
I think we're looking at it you're right though. We're looking at it they're going to piss off the musicians. Well, they've been pissing off musicians, and none of us have left.
It's true.
Except for T Sweezy. Big shouts to Taylor. Fucking being nope, you just got to go buy my shit.
Taylor Swift?
The only person. She's
off it?
I don't know if she still is, but there was a period there where she was just no, I'm just not going to put my shit on streaming, and if you want my new album, you just got to go purchase it.
No,
and so many people bought it that it's man, but that's the thing. You buy a song for $1, right? Or say $1.29 because it's Taylor Swift, and the Taylor Swift gets $1 out of that. that one purchase is equivalent to probably thousands of plays or whatever, like on streaming. So it's like, okay, yeah, thousands of less people listened, but my money was the same. Or a bigger fraction of people listened and my money was way larger. So it's like, you start to think about that, like, is it more important to have more reach to more people, or is it more important to get, and people got to find that balance for themselves. Like, some folks are like, nah, I'm just going to put my shit out on Bandcamp, and the people that give a fuck can pay me $10, and the people that don't give a fuck wouldn't have anyways, and that's fine.
The issue is that you have to have a very large fan base before you make that move to even have a chance of that working. And even so, it's probably still not going to work. Taylor Swift still has all of her music on Spotify. I don't know if it's all of it, but like almost all of it. Tool, one of the greatest rock bands of all time, who was doing that thing, who has a cult following to rival everyone else that's trying to do this move.
Yeah.
And they finally were just like, okay, we'll put our stuff on Spotify. If those guys are going to give up and put their shit on Spotify, you think any of us other people have a chance?
Was it up to Tool or up to the record labels though?
I don't know.
Because that's an interesting thing when you consider how much leverage these
let me put it for you this way.
And I will. I just want to throw that out though.
Young Jamie.
Tool fans want to listen to fucking Tool. There's no one else that sounds like Tool. If you want to listen to Tool, you got to listen to Tool. Everyone else that is like, I love Tool, that has a Spotify account, isn't going to buy Tool's music just so they can listen to Tool on an average basis. So if you want 95% of the people that could listen to your music to listen to it, you have to put your stuff on Spotify. There's just no other choice. Like, you're gonna even Tool, who could viably make that work, did not. There's so many people that are like, oh my God, yes, Tool's music is finally on Spotify. Now I can listen to it. It's not like those people like Tool any less or more. It's just that now they have access to their music and they're going to stream it. And Tool's going to get the revenue from those people to stream their music. For a long time, I really wanted to feel like streaming was like the worst possible thing that could happen to music. Oh my God. The concept of the user saying, I value music so little that I want all of it at my fingertips all the time for $10 a month. I don't care. That seems ludicrous, right? But in a day and age where musicians were about to make $0 with piracy, and you can still go on MP3 Clan and download anyone's music.
We do not condone the piracy of music on the Human Music Podcast.
Fucking listen. You have Spotify. Just listen to it on Spotify. If you're going to DJ it, go to Beatport. You don't want some shady ass shit off MP3 Clan. That being said, people are still going to do that, right? So we were in a race to making $0, and streaming at least was like, okay, here's a way to make money. So that is a plus. In an era where I started making music when Beatport was huge, and if you had a Beatport top 10 record, you were making tens of $1,000s a week from that record. And to think going from that to what we have now, terrible. Absolutely terrible. But in the grand scheme of things, it is our best alternative. And especially since the data shows people on average, the average music consumer would spend about an album's worth of money per year on music, right? So the average person would buy one new album a year and add that to their repertoire and listen back through all their albums, yada, yada, yada. That's what, $15? Now people are spending $120 a year on a Spotify subscription, plus they're finding new artists that they like, establishing a more niche taste, and they're going to buy that artist's merch and go see them live because they were so invested in finding an artist that truly represented them. The total spend from a consumer on music today is far greater than it was before piracy. That's the only stat that you need. Like the total spend of people merch, going to see shows, paying for streaming services far exceeds what people were spending before on their one album and the one artist that they knew about in their tiny little world and spent money on. Now they can actually find you, Tesco, or you, Luke Rain, or me, and go, oh my God, this guy's actually doing something that I never would have known that showed up in my Discover Weekly, and I like them. And yes, they're not making it big from tens of thousands of album sales, but at least they're getting a slice of the pie. I like it.
What's up, humans? It's Luke, your friendly neighborhood trap Jesus. Thanks so much for watching the podcast, checking out our videos. We truly appreciate you. So, Rip Kenny, Tesco, and myself got you a gift. We made you a free sample pack. It's got basses, it's got FX, it's got crazy percussion and Foley sounds, and it's free. It's all yours. Just click the link in the description below. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and share this with your friends. We appreciate you. Peace out and peace among worlds.